Welcome to the How to Self-Tape show. I am Sal Fermandi. If you've ever received an audition at night, only to realize you don't have anyone available to read with you, then you already know the problem we're talking about today. Your acting friends are working, your coach is unavailable, your spouse is busy, the audition is due tomorrow, and suddenly you're spending more time trying to find a reader than actually preparing for the role. For years, actors have accepted this as part of the process. We call people, text senders, we wait for responses, and sometimes after all of that effort, we still don't have a reader when we need one. But here's the question I want to ask you. Why are we still depending on another person's availability in order to prepare for our own auditions? Auditions have changed, deadlines are shorter, self-tapes are arriving faster. Many actors are receiving auditions with only 24 or 48 hours to prepare. The traditional solution has been to find a human reader, but what if the real solution isn't finding a better reader? What if the solution is removing the dependency altogether? That's what we're talking about today, and that's exactly why I built this show around the work of Will Roberts, the actor who booked the role of General George C. Marshall in Oppenheimer, by stopping reacting to circumstances and building a system instead. Will interviewed hundreds of working actors and kept finding the same pattern. Talent wasn't the issue, chaos was. And one of the biggest sources of chaos was the reader. Not because readers are bad, but because depending on another person's availability means your preparation is never fully in your hands. But there's something else I wanted to address, something that doesn't get talked about enough. A lot of working actors aren't just dealing with one audition at a time, they're dealing with 3, 4, sometimes 5 auditions in the same week. And the real goal is always to get off book. To know your lines so completely that you can stop thinking about them and just act. But here's the reality. When auditions are coming at you fast, getting fully off book every single time isn't always possible. You do the work, you put in the hours, and you get about 75% off book. You know the material, you understand the scene, you've made your choices, but the lines aren't locked in completely, and you know that if you go to camera without a safety net, the lines are going to pull focus away from the performance. That's not a failure, that's just the reality of a working actor's life in 2026. What you need in the moment isn't a reader that you have to chase down. What you need is a consistent system, one you've practiced with, one you're comfortable in, and one you trust, so that when you sit down in front of the camera at 75%, you can still deliver a performance you're proud of. That's exactly what the teleprompter Inside Got Auditions is designed to do. It isn't a crutch, it's a professional tool. And the key word is consistent. When you rehearse with the same system every time, when you know exactly where your lines are, exactly how the text appears, exactly how to glance and return to the scene without breaking your connection, the teleprompter becomes invisible. Casting doesn't see your reading, they see your acting, because you've built the confidence and the comfort that only comes from working inside one reliable system repeatedly. A lot of people hear the phrase AI reader and immediately think the technology is trying to replace acting. That's not what's happening. An AI reader isn't replacing your performance, it's replacing the schedule problem. And the teleprompter isn't replacing your preparation, it's completing it. Think about what a reader actually does. They provide cue lines, they help establish rhythm, they allow you to rehearse the scene. An AI scene partner accomplishes this every time with one of those things without requiring another person to be available. That's what Got Auditions is built for. Inside Got Auditions, you upload your sides directly into the platform and immediately begin working with the AI scene partner. Midnight, 6 in the morning, 10 minutes before a submission deadline. It doesn't matter. The reader is available whenever you are and whenever you need it. Human readers vary. Some rush through scenes, some forget lines, some unintentionally affect your rhythm without even realizing it. An AI scene partner delivers consistent cue lines every single time so that you can focus entirely on your work. You can also select from multiple reader voices to match the tone of the project. And you have full control over pacing, because acting lives in the pauses, in the silence between lines, in the moments where a character thinks and reacts and changes. With Got Auditions, the reader adapts to the performance, not the other way around. And that teleprompter keeps your eyes locked on the lens. Eye contact is everything in a self-tape. When lines aren't fully secured and there's no safety net, eye contact drifts, and casting directors see it immediately. They stop seeing your performance and they start seeing your struggle. When you have a system you trust, that never happens. You glance, you return, you stay in the scene. Casting sees presence, not mechanics. Will Roberts has always taught that the most successful actors focus their energy on what actually matters: strong choices, clear objectives, emotional truth. When you remove the friction from your preparation, when you stop chasing readers and stop worrying about whether your lines are 100% locked, you gain something incredibly valuable: time and confidence. More time to analyze the scene, more time to make stronger choices, more confidence to deliver the performance fully even when the preparation window was short. Because casting directors don't know how you prepare, they only see your tape. They see your eye line. They see your choices. They see whether the performance feels truthful. That's what books work. But preparation is not part of the picture. Once you're ready, you still need the opportunity. Got Auditions is also where you find auditions in the first place. Real casting calls from filmmakers and casting directors are posted inside the platform every day. Real-time roll alerts match opportunities to your type, your location, your status, the moment that they go live. The preparation and the opportunity live inside the same workflow. So if you've ever asked yourself, how do I self-tape without a reader? Well, here's the answer. You stop depending on human readers. You use an AI scene partner designed specifically for actors. You build consistent systems that you trust. You meet yourself where you are, whether you are 100% off book or 75. And you walk into every audition with the confidence that your preparation is complete. And you focus on one thing that books work: the performance. Go to godauditions.com to get started. I'm Sal Fermondi. This is the How to Self-Tape show on the PostHollywood official podcast on YouTube, and we will see you in tomorrow's episode.